Ashton, first of a couple practice days here in Toronto. I mean, I guess we'll start with this. How valuable is it to get a few days off of game action when you've been going pretty heavy since coming out of the break?
Yeah, it's important. We try to take advantage of a few days to work on some things. Obviously, coming off a tough game in Belleville there, so use these days to regroup and get back at it here.
Let's go back to that game in Belleville. Is that one of those frustrating nights where through 40 minutes looked like you deserved a better fate than when you were getting, and then things kind of came apart in the third?
Yeah, it was probably one of those games. You're right. I think as a team, I thought we did some good things. Obviously, I think just maybe some bad bounces or whatever you want to call it, but. We regroup from it and like I said, use these couple days here and get ready for a good opponent in Toronto.
What did you see in that third period that saw the Senators score 4 times?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, it just seemed like one of those nights where it was just going their way. But we fought through it, and like I said, we got to get our minds right here and get back at it and be ready for Toronto.
Went into the break real hot. It's been a bit of a slower go coming out of the break. Is it just kind of one of those stretches where you just you're not quite up to where you need to be?
Yeah, we've had some good, we've played well in some games. Obviously, we haven't got results we wanted, but we got 3 more in this road trip, so we got to take advantage of them and head back home, I think, for the rest of the month. So this will be huge to get going here in Toronto and carry it into the weekend.
And you got a tough test here in Toronto against one of the top teams in the league, in the Marlies. So what are you expecting from your side as you go up against this challenge?
Yeah, I mean, I think the record speaks for itself. Obviously, we haven't played them this year, I don't think. So, it'll be a good test. When you play a new team like this, you're not exactly familiar with their players and their systems and stuff, but. Touched on earlier, we got these couple days here to go over video and prepare for them, and we know that Toronto's always going to have a good team on the ice, so we'll be ready for them.
That unfamiliarity works both ways too, and possibly to your advantage, right?
Yeah, for sure it does. I mean, they're not familiar with us, so we can maybe surprise them with some things, and but on the flip side too, we got to be ready for anything. So,
how are you feeling about your game right now?
Good. Yeah, I mean, obviously when it's not getting the results as a team, but I just try to keep playing my style and help the team any way I can to win.
And it seems like you've been rolling through a lot of different partners, kind of plugging in where needed. So can that be a challenge sometimes when you're changing up partners on a frequent basis?
I mean, at times maybe, but I think with the guys that I'm playing with in a game. Our game in, game out is usually Stewie and Lundy, so I'm familiar with both those guys and played with them a good chunk of whether it's PK or 5-on-5. So both really good players, and wherever I play, I'm happy to be.
On that penalty kill has been cruising along pretty well, one of the top units in the league. So what makes you guys so successful taking down power plays?
Well, I think obviously Dewey does a good job of preparing us, and we got a good buy-in, I think, from a lot of the guys that are on the PK, and we know that it's a crucial part of a game and part of hockey. Special teams can win you games, and sometimes if the power play is not going, PK's got to step up, and we need to stop a goal or close out a game or something like that. PK is always huge.